Fishing, I got me a line. Nothing I do's gonna make the difference, so I'm taking the time. And you ain't never gonna be anyhow, anyway. So I'm going fishing, and I'm going today. Fishing. It sounds crazy, I know. I know nothing about fishing, but just watch me go. And when my time has come, I will look back and see peace on the shoreline that could have been me.
Well, here we are, Monday the 1st of May, the bank holiday. A bit late starting this year because Dina Maria, Mr. and Mrs. Allen, got married this weekend, and Kevin and I arrived yesterday, got fishing for a few hours in the afternoon. Kevin had 24 pounds of roach and I had 12 pounds in the absolute pouring rain. As you can see from the lens of the camera, it's raining again. Kevin's just setting up on the corner. Seen a few fish top. We've come up in the boat above Lock Iron. As of yet I've not set up. See, I've just put my bait out to try and dry it a bit, but it's already getting wet. Got an umbrella ready and set. Got my tackle just starting to set my rod up. Tony's fishing with a crow quill. The white van men are just around the corner. They say fishing's been hard. It must have been awful for them yesterday in the rain. And I'm going to see what we can catch. I'll be letting you know later, and here comes the rain. Well, it's the end of the day. I've had about £7. Kevin, what have you had?
£25.
25 pounds, 12 ounces. So I've been absolutely...
Good fun.
I've been annihilated. And Mr. Bennett has been sat in the Atlantic.
Look at it, mill pond.
I have to say, it was a lot rougher than that a bit earlier. What do you think you got, Mr. Bennett?
£125. line.
Apart from Alzheimer's, what do you think you've got?
Is that like something like that?
That's the class. This is part of a porcupine from South Africa. The rest of it's probably in the keep net, knowing Tony.
It was a pine that we pulled.
Actually, the rest of the porcupine's probably in his freezer, Kevin, one of those little bags.
Yeah.
We had a little.
Diced and curried.
We had a few out of date moments yesterday in Tony's fridge. Maxine would not be impressed.
She wouldn't be amused.
Not just a week out of
Well, she
date,
would be.
Not even a year out of date.
Is there anything in there? I don't think there's anything in there. Oh yeah, there is. They're hiding at the bottom first. There's not many. You don't let them all go again. There's a fish weight in there. 35 or 40, maybe more.
I have to say, Tony, that is Winter League fishing, isn't it?
It was like Winter League.
It's supposed to be May, but we've had hail, rain, sun occasionally. Rain,
One there.
bit more sun, rain.
There's a proper Rodney. Scales. Oh, do you want those as well?
How do you like my waistling I made?
Yes, fine. Is this a...
It's another one I've made, Tony.
Oh, this
That-
one?
Yeah, it's about time somebody else made something.
24. No, just check that. 27.5 or 28. It's on the red. Oh, it's on the red, yeah. Yeah, 27 or 28. Yeah, something like that. 27 or 28. 27 or 28. Put it down.
He can't see without his glasses on.
Hang on. 26.
8,
No,
16,
it's 29. It's 29, that's a 30.
Oh, it's gone up.
That's 29.
29.
Congratulations, Mr. Bennett. Well done.
There you go.
That's exactly £22 more than I caught.
He hasn't broken it, have we?
No, I designed it, I thought cleverly, with the, so that you can pull the
Do
ropes,
something cleverly.
so that you can pull the ropes away from the net to fill it up. Is that not a good idea, Kev?
It isn't a bad one.
Oh, I definitely won on the quantity.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the quality, well, not on the quality, no.
On the quality department.
And weight.
But there are a lot of fish in this river.
Certainly are.
Right. Are we going to do food and Guinness? Oh, Kev, are you reflecting on the day?
Certainly am.
Yeah, it looks a tiny bit ruffled.
Just a tad.
You might need to get a brush to that, I think.
I might do.
You won't need to brush the bit at the back, though.
That's getting to be as shiny as yours.
What have I got to do on the way home? Eat my banana.
As long as that's all you do with your banana. Another fish top there.
I do enjoy these senior moments.
Bottles going down their way.
Somebody's lost their bottle.
There must be a party going on somewhere. Upriver. Well, they're all stood on the bridge.
Oh, there's a big one just come up in the middle.
It ain't an urch, I don't think. It's a decent bloody redneck. old spotty male roach.
Hold him up to camera. You're on video. Well done, Mr. Bennett.
Easy do, they're gone. That's not it. Don't do it there. Every time it pulls me. I can't catch fish in this current. Not right out in it. Had about 2 or 3 sprats. All the big ones are on the crease. And yet yesterday all the decent ones were in the current. All the little ones are in the quiet water. Never caught fish down there.
Mr. Bennett,
Pricked it.
did you just lose one?
Yeah.
Anything to say on camera?
I dropped it. That'll slow them down. Last time I did that, I never had a bite for about another hour. This will prove whether they really are at home. If I get a bite this time now, put the hand on the hip. Do not strike just there. Goes under, don't do anything. There's a weed bed piece there, and flicks the float. Now we're past it. That's a lump.
Well, back on the Innie today. We've been up to Loch Island pre-baited. Flying an absolute coolie. Almost impossible to anchor. As you can see, Kev's facing in the right direction for what he's doing. The wind's going that way, causing these waves, which will probably mean it's going to be impossible to fish when we finish in a minute. We'll soon find out. This is real man's fishing this. Kev's catching in the waves. Well, Kev and I have just come onto Loch Island. It was windy and wet earlier, but wind's dying and it's turning into a lovely evening. And we've started to catch a few bream. Kev's had how many bream? Kev's had 2. And I've had 2 bream and a hybrid. And you're looking at submarine periscope. And Kev's got another one. This video to start with though, as Mr. Jarrett's just caught this 7 pound 12 ounce bream, absolutely beautiful looking fish, hooked nearly up the bottom, a Mr. Bennett trick. I'm just going to take a photo. Well, it's Saturday and we're back on the Innie. It's been very cold and wet and windy the last couple of days. Done very little videoing. Last night we had some good weights. I had 22 pound, Kevin had 28 pound, Keith and Chris had 34 pound, all fishing the same swim in a couple of hours. As you can see, the weather is strong southerly wind, although you don't see it on the river because it's sheltered. Chris and Keith are just setting up opposite. Kev's just done a bit of ground baiting. And Tony's fishing in the distance.
That box isn't for these.
It doesn't matter, they all get mixed because we've got two sets mixed.
They
Half
don't
of
fit
them,
in that box.
yes.
is what I'm trying
Half of them are here and half of them are in England.
to get the white specks off this table, what,
No, it adds character.
Does the table need character?
Well, it's good, it. It's not going to lose it.
Which is your cup? Okay,
The one with the faces on.
all the colours.
Toothbrush time.
Well, here we are back on the Innie. Kevin, Chris and Keith went home yesterday. It rained all day, as it had done all week, which is why I've got virtually no video. Kevin caught 11 pound of roach, I had 4 pound one, and I don't think anybody else caught. I have a stinking cold. Tony and I have been up on the lock today. There's a bit of colour, but it's virtually empty of fish. I managed a 1 pound roach, Tony blanked, so we decided to come up the Innie, which is well over depth for the time of year. It's very deep, coloured, running through. First put in I lost a big roach, about 1.5 pounds. Tony and I are now sat here fishing and catching quite a few. As you can see, I've got condensation on the lens of the camera, which I can't get rid of. See if Tony can catch us a fish. And he obliges. That's his crow quill, sorry, porcupine quill. Well, Mr. Bennett, how's the fishing been today?
Rubbish in the lake, Very good in the river.
Absolutely excellent. Just see a bit of the moon coming up in the distance there.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
And hopefully we'll catch some more tomorrow.
Yes. It's been well, since our colleagues went home, how's it been?
Top notch.
I mean, I just want to show them this. Not a cloud in the sky, chaps. For as far as you can go and weigh Mr. Bennett in. Just weighed me in. I had 19 pounds and 10 ounces. Which is not bad considering we spent the day on the lock. Mr. Bennett's going to get his fish out for us to have a look at. If we'd have been here all day, we'd have probably had £50, I would think.
How many of these have swum out? The majority. The way this one roach.
Oh, Mr. Bennett's probably beaten me by the looks.
Try and find it. Come on then.
So we just weighed Mr. Bennett in at 27 pound and 15 ounces. He's just looking for a big roach. He's got some clonking roach. That's certainly not the biggest. There he is. Look at that for a roach. Absolutely beautiful. Let the rest go, tell him we'll weigh him.
And that is 1/8.
So that was £1.8. Just show it again. Hold it with both hands, Tone. Hold it properly. That's a lovely clonking great roach, and hopefully we'll catch a few more of those as the week goes by. Well done, Mr. Bennett.
Dried out.
Here we are back on the innie again, and today is, what's today? Wednesday.
It is.
We fitted a window and there isn't any wind, there aren't any clouds anywhere to be seen anywhere. It is absolutely baking hot. In fact, I'm in shorts and a t-shirt and
I'm not.
sandals. Tony's not. And we are banging out roach fairly regularly, Tony.
Fairly regular, one every other cast.
And as a demonstration of that, Tony's now going to catch one for us, which is usually the kiss of death.
Float in water.
One of his porcupine quills from Africa.
Fish on. Sprat.
Should we try for a caster fish, Tone?
I'll have one more go because there's maggots in good condition. And it'd be a shame to waste a good condition maggot.
Yep. That could become a spider's food one day.
I could have it grilled. Goes down quietly there. Oh, we thought about it. And again. How many fish we can get on the same maggot? Another sprat. Caster fish now. Single caster, size 14 hook. Go on. I've lost a shot. It says, we're down here on the innie with Mr. Russell. I have to say though, if Greenpeace or Friends of the Earth were here, they'd either be dampening down with towels or pushing him back in to save his life. But he's going to try and catch a fish on a maggot. float is trotting down. Is anything going to happen? Oh, that was a bit slow. There's a bunch of herberts coming down the river on a boat. And Mr. Russell has caught a small Rodney, which he's showing off by using his landing net where he'd normally have swung it.
Time? Mr. B?
Is that the Rogan?
Looks like it, yeah. Mr. B?
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to switch this off, unless of course we can see here a boat. No, it's not the Rogan. You can see a seaplane.
Mr. Bennett's being pestered by a very big pike, so we're going to see if we can get a demonstration of being piked.
And you're doing it for the camera, you can't hook them. This is not going to take too long if I hook a fish. Right, we have fish on. Shall we have another go for him?
Yeah.
Sorry, Roach. He's going to hurt you more than me. Oh, hang on. We have a tingle. Serves me right. Oh, bugger. A line tingle. Don't you grab that pike. You're going to lose everything. Oh no! I've got a stalksy on. Where's stalks? Now where are you? Right. It is illegal to live bait. Did you get that?
What do you think of that, Mr. Bennett? I think that roach has done its job. I think we got that on video.
Right, here we are.
I'm videoing.
Videoing?
Yeah, I think.
End of the day. Or end of the afternoon, fishing on the Innie. This is my effort.
I would say 62 pounds. Oh no, maybe not.
About 30 or 40 pound, I would say.
I would say a little bit more, but we'll tell you in a minute when we've weighed
I just
them.
had 35 pounds.
You did?
Mr. Bennett's about to weigh in.
He's wondering whether he's got any socks on the end. What, 35 pound there?
It's not far off, Mr. Bennett.
No, there isn't. Right, you ready?
Well, here we are back on the Innie again. It's now Thursday. Had a beautiful hot sunny day. Fish topping everywhere. Tony's fishing on the bend down the bottom.
catching roach. I had a hybrid about 2.5 pound first put in, and a few roach around the pound mark, a few smaller ones, and then my bait got snaffled by this ugly great beast. Which I've just weighed at exactly 10 pounds to the ounce. This is ironic and almost sounds like a false weight. But he's just going to go back to swim with the fishes. Right, we're just on the edge of a thunderstorm, so we've decided to pack up. Mr. Bennett has had an excellent day's fishing. He's caught several rockfish, as you can see, which I'm not allowing him to weigh in. I had 33 pounds, 12 ounces, including my pike of 10 pounds. Tony thinks he might have 100 pounds there.
I reckon I got about 60 to 70.
Certainly got a lot of fish.
Can't lift that.
For an old codger, he's not doing bad.
I can't lift that. 51.8 plus these.
Mr. Bennett's 51.8 plus these, and the weight on the scale is 10 pounds 10 ounces.
51.8, 61.8, 62.
62 something. Congratulations, Mr. Bennett.
62.6.
That's the best weight so far this year.
Tumbling on the seas, far away from dry land and its bitter memories, casting out my sweet life with abandonment and love. Now ceiling bearing down on me, save the starry sky above with light in my head, you in my arms. Train crashing headlong into the heartland like a cannon in the rain, with the beating of the sleepers and the burning of the coal, counting the towns flashing by, and a night that's full of soul with light in my head, you in my arms. Chains all hung around me will fall away at last, and on that fine and fateful day I will take me in my